Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episodes 9 through 16. If you want to see my thoughts on the full 8 episodes, then the link is right above. So, I thought these episodes were fantastic. Some of the best of the series, probably the best of the series. I don't even know. I think Season 4 has been killing it so far. I was actually expecting these last 8 episodes to be like the final 8 episodes, but I guess the second half of Season 4 is coming out next year, so they're kind of doing a Season 3 thing, where they split the season in half. So yeah, let's just dive into this bad boy. So, after Sasa died in episode 8, rest in peace, we get this flashback to kind of where season 3 left off, and we see these, like, ships from Moli, they're like scouting ships. They come, and Aeon just kind of destroys them, and the crew is capsuled. And we meet these Molian deserters, but, you know, you're not really supposed to trust them. They're like anti-Molian volunteers, and they're offering to help the Eldians, and they like give them all these details and military shit and all this weaponry and stuff. But you know, I didn't really trust them from the get-go, considering they're from Mali. Oh God, is that racist to think that? I don't know. And there's this cook who fell in love with Sansa. He's from Mali too, and he's just like, yeah, sorry guys, I'm sorry your daughter's dead, but I could be your cook now if you want. And the parents are just like, okay, cool. And Almond's just kind of telling Annie what happened in the past couple of years, and Aeon kind of just went fucking crazy, and he kind of joined with Zeke, and he's like, I have to sterilize the Eldian race so we could all just stop making kids and stop existing. You know, some real 1940s Germany shit going on right there. And he kind of just gets radicalized by ISIS, basically. And he's just like, I don't know, he's just a bad guy now. He's fucking crazy. He's like, finds out Mikasa is like genetically designed to help him and shit. And he's just like, Mikasa, I've always hated you because you can't make any decisions for yourself, and you're genetically designed to protect me and stuff. And Almond's like, whoa there, buddy, don't fuck with my girl Mikasa. And Aeon's like, fuck you, Almond. He beats the shit out of him. It's a very traumatic scene. I did not like that scene. It made me very upset because Mikasa and Almond have been there for Aeon since episode 1. And for him to just treat them like that is very sickening and disheartening. Also, her story is pregnant now, which, you know, good for her. I mean, it's not really addressed that much in this season. It's just kind of put on the sidelines, but yeah, good for her, I guess. Also, Gabi escapes from prison and she kills the prison guard and she takes Falco with her. And they find this little girl who's actually the girl that Sasa saved in season 2. And she's like, you could stay with me and my family if you want. And they're like, okay. But then Gabi kind of goes crazy extremist and starts calling them island devils and evil, bad people. And you find out that, like, she was the one who killed Sasa. So Sasa's cook boyfriend tries to kill her. But Sasa's dad's like, no, no, we must forgive, we must be peaceful. So meanwhile, Aaron gets this, like, group called the Jaegerists, which are basically his supporters, terrorists. They should get a better name, but whatever. And they're gonna reform Zeke's military, and Aaron's gonna be their leader. And Aaron's kind of become like power-hungry maniac. And yeah, it's just a lot of shit's going on. And that old lady who was talking to Mikasa, she was like, you must come with me, you must come with me. And Mikasa was like, no, because I love the Eldians and parodies, they're my people, and I love you guys, so she's not gonna come. Even though she's like genetically designed to help Aaron, but you know. So basically, Levi and Zeke are like taking these soldiers to the forest, and everybody's drinking this wine that was given to them by Maulians. But guess what? Turns out the Maulians are actually evil. Who would have predicted that, guys? It was me. But turns out Zeke put his blood into the wine, so when all Levi's friends would drink it, they'd be infected with Levi's blood, and sorry, when Zeke's blood. And whenever Zeke screams, that's when they turn into mindless titans, and that's what happened. And they all started attacking Levi, but turns out Levi is too metal for this shit, and he just kind of, he kind of just kills them all. He kills every single one of them. And Zeke's like, but they're your friends. And he's like, I've killed enough friends in my day. I'm insensitive to it. So, good for Levi, not letting them hold him back like that. But man, when that, scene happened, I was screaming. I was screaming. I was like, so, what the fuck? This always has me in such states of shock. But Levi is able to catch up with Zeke, even though he's the Titan, and he's able to take him down with the Thunder Spears. And he kind of just has him on a raft, and he keeps him prisoner, kind of like Ben Hur when Ben Hur escaped from that slave ship, kind of like that. And Levi's like, "Don't you move, Zeke, because there's a thunder spear in your stomach tied to a detonator around his neck." And Levi starts chopping his legs. It's really disgusting shit going on, and he's like super. Zeke's in pain, and then while he's in pain, we see this flashback of him at Molly with his parents, and his parents are really tough on him. They're like, you gotta you gotta restore Eldian society and overthrow Molly. But Zeke starts being friends with Beast Titan Shifter, and he kind of teaches him how to throw baseballs and stuff. And he's like, you don't have to listen to your parents. Just turn them into the government and stuff, because they're restorationists. So yeah, just turn them into the government, and everything will be fine. And that's what he does. So he now he wants to save the Eldian people by sterilizing them. Doesn't that sound familiar? Man, this show gets so real sometimes. It's crazy. So basically, he's having these flashbacks while he's sitting in the cult, which is held by Levi, and Zeke's like, you know what? Fuck this. He ignites the Thundersteel and he explodes. Well, he sets off the explosion. And Hanji hears the explosion and they're like, we gotta investigate. And there's this female Titan, not Annie, somebody else. And they approach the dying Zeke. And she pretty much rips open her stomach and places him inside. Some real disgusting shit right there. And all the Yelena and all those Malian volunteers, they hold the government hostage, and he threatens them, and he's like, if we don't do what we say, we're gonna turn you into Titans. And he pretty much tells them, yeah, we want to euthanize you guys, it's all gonna be fine, but, yeah, it's fucking crazy. So, Aaron meets Gabi, and he's like, you gotta cooperate with me, but he's interrupted by Payek, who actually offers to join the Jaegerists, and she's like, the Marlians must be punished for the poor treatment of the Eldian people. So she sells out her friends and stuff. And it turns out it's a ruse because the Jaw Titan comes out of nowhere and she tries to eat Aaron. And Aaron turns into the Attack Titan, which, tells all the Marlians where he's at. And, they're all going to be this big fight scene in the next episode, and Aaron and Ryan are going to fight each other. It's going to be insane, guys. And yeah, that's basically these 8 episodes. So I'm going to give these a solid A. This was fantastic. I love this show. I do not want to wait another year or however long it's going to be until the next season, half season comes out. But, it's worth it. A lot of people have criticized the animation style for these episodes, but I think they were very well done. I like it. I like has a lot more of a smooth flow to it. A lot more fluid. I don't really know much about animation, but I liked it. The fight scenes were very good. I liked how Aaron kind of broke bad in these episodes. And I like how Mika says having an inner conflict of well, I love Aaron, but he's also a psycho. So I like to see how that gets resolved in the next few episodes. Just a very interesting series. You could tell that the creator of the show really planned it out from the beginning. He had the set path and so much foreshadowing goes into it, especially if you rewatch the earlier episodes. You could see how so much stuff has been set up for years, and it's just now like it's just the resolution. Something similar to that would be like Mr. Robot, how they set small little things up in the oldie seasons, and then you just watch and you're like, oh my god, that was from years ago. Crazy. It's such a great, well planned show, which is why it is my favorite anime that's on right now. And I'm gonna miss it when it's over, but I have a feeling this conclusion is gonna be epic. Haven't read the manga because I kind of just want to watch it in animation form. So no spoilers in the comments. But what do you think of season 4? What do you think what's gonna happen in season 4 part 2? Nice to see you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.